Money 2020 is a huge show, so there's so much we can cover. But there's some key areas that we're looking at, all centered around human by machine. So that's our key theme for the show. So it's that interaction at the intersection between human and technology. So when you break that down, there's a couple of different areas we can look at. There's the policy and regulation, where in order to really provide the innovation, the services of the future, we need to get policy and regulatory alignment to make sure that it's also aligned with industry requirements. The other side of it is actually looking at some of the real innovation that's happening. The innovation, the technologies open up new markets from banking as a service, from open banking, from data sharing. And so we're seeing a lot of conversations around what that should really mean, not just in developed markets like the US, but in some of the more emerging markets like in Latin America, where more people get access to banking services. What does that really mean? And then I guess the third sort of area that we looked at is things around crypto and blockchain. It's maturing. What does that really mean? There's a lot of different areas that we're looking at, and actually that really underpins a lot of the policy discussions, as well as some of that innovation and technology around AI as well. So
nice.
You pull that all together, you have a wonderful show at Money 2020.
I also saw some Brazilians on stage talking about instant payments. So in which other sections did you see, like Latin American community? Yesterday I was in a Latin meetup, which I co-hosted with a Mexican entrepreneur. So how you guys managed to get this Latin community involved into the show?
Well, it's growing first, is what I should say. You know, where we are here in Las Vegas is becoming a bit of a hub for attracting lots of different regions, one of them which is Latin America. On the Conversa stage, powered by Conversa, we had a lot of discussions yesterday around that sort of the money flow across the global south. So we have an existing infrastructure that is heavily weighted inside of some of the US and European sort of infrastructures. But actually we're seeing a lot of cohesion, collaboration when it comes to Southeast Asia, Africa, India, and there's a lot of similarities that we're seeing. So we had a lot of discussions around what does that really mean in terms of even the mindset. When you start getting more people online and banked, then it opens up a whole new plethora of opportunities. The global, local infrastructures are changing. How can they be better aligned? And we've seen a lot of conversations around what those opportunities are. And we saw them yesterday. We've seen a lot more today on some of the other stages, such as the exchange.
Latin America is the fourth largest market for Fintech in the world. US, Europe, Asia, and then LATAM. And we've been really focused on connecting with the Fintech and banking community in Latin America this year. It's been a huge focus for us and for me personally. I came on board in December, and it was one of the opportunities that I noticed straight away is that there was a significant number of fintechs and banks in Latin America that we could attract and that we could bring in. And the reason that's important is because our US companies, our US banks and fintechs also want to meet with Latin American companies too for partnerships. Obviously, cross-border payments is really important. And so it was just a really natural place, I think, for us to focus. And I'm really happy with how that went, and really grateful for your partnership as well in Brazil.
Fantastic. It was great to see we have a delegation of Brazilians coming to the event. It's increasing. It was great that in 23, you guys did an event in São Paulo. I was able to be there as well and share some of the perceptions with you guys. And in 24, you also went to São Paulo to see the community. How was the experience of understanding the Brazilians, what they are expecting around the event? I also saw increasing number of sponsors from Brazil in the show here in the US. Can you tell us about
Yes, absolutely. So that was a really important market for me to visit myself. So yes, I was there in the summer. Spent several days in Sao Paulo, meeting with Brazilian associations such as AB Fintech and other customers. And what's really important to understand, and of course you know this because you're in the country, is that face-to-face and relationships is so important in Latin America. And so it was critical that we went there, we met with people, and that we were able to connect and actually have discussions. And we had a small event there, which was really nice. So we're planning more trips to Brazil actually and Mexico City next year.